All right, let's talk about 3 positions that we need to do to build you a better backswing. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, Scott Hogan coming at you. We are going to talk a little bit about building a better backswing. 3 key positions that we always go for when we are making a swing and starting to understand those. Now, if you're watching this video and you're going to be trying these drills out, you really are going to want to have some sort of feedback. So I would recommend a live view camera. This is really when this comes in, that you want to be able to feel the positions, check your swing as you're going through and seeing what those positions look like as you are actually feeling something that probably feels really random and really different. Connecting that feel and reel is going to be very important as we work on this. Also, we're going to have more with how to use your launch monitors better, especially as we start going outside. And if you have any ideas, comments, leave us down below. Let us know what you want to use your launch monitor to get better at. We'll give you some ideas on how to do that. As somebody that's been teaching with these for almost over a decade actually now, love to help you out and help you make that investment worth it for you. So click that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to know about. All right, let's get into the backswing here. So there are 3 key positions that I like to go for when we're looking at the backswing and how we're going to build one that lasts and also gets a lot of things that we want done. And those things that we want done are going to be, 1, we want to have more power, but 2, we want to have a little bit more repeatability in that swing, and 3, we want to have a little bit of flexibility in how this swing is going to work. If I need to be able to draw it, if I need to be able to fade it, we want to be able to do whatever we want to do with the golf ball. So our backswing needs to set us up to do those things. So the first position that you're going to be looking at is what we would call in the golf swing P2. If you're in the golf instruction world, it's called position 2. But what it is when the golf club is parallel to the ground. So I'm taking it away, that golf club is parallel to the ground. And what I'm looking for in that position is I want to see the golf club parallel to my target line or my foot line, let's say. All right, if I put a stick right on my foot line and put it a little bit behind me, that golf club is pretty much going to match up with it when I get to where it's parallel to the ground. What do I typically see people do? They typically roll it too far inside. They're trying to swing from the inside, so they just roll their forearms in. That club's way too inside. Your shoulder alignments are now out of position, and you are going to have some issues going to the top that are going to start making you go over the top. So we don't want to do that. We want to get that club parallel if we can, or somewhat close to it, and see how we go from there. Now, once we got that first position, that's extremely important. Now we move on to the second part of the backswing. This is going to be what we call position 3 as we go through. You are now taking it up to where your lead arm is going to be parallel to the ground. What we want to see in this position from that down the line view, what I want you to see is that golf club needs to start standing up vertically. A lot of people are going to say that it feels like they're pointing the club back at their feet or behind them. I would encourage you to look at some of the more drastic swings that shallow the golf club. You're going to see that they actually do physically point the golf club behind them. Victor Hovland, Matt Wolff, some of the newer guys that really can strike the golf ball, that's what they're doing. Now, we don't have to go that crazy, but if you're somebody that's not flexible, or if you're not getting as much turn as you would like, or your shoulder isn't as mobile as you would like it, you really want to start feeling that golf club stand up. That's something I try to do a lot. If you watch some of my earlier videos at the start of our pandemic, and then you watch now, that's something that's changed a lot for me in my swing, is trying to get a little bit more vertical in that backswing, because that's going to lead us to being able to shallow the golf club later. So that's going to be the second thing that we're looking at when we want a good backswing. Now, the third thing that we're going to work on is just getting some body pivot and blending our body so it's not just all arms. We want to have arm motion in the swing. We want to have body motion in the swing. It's never just one or the other. They both are working together. Now, as I go through this, when I start my body pivot back, how am I going to start blending it? Well, you actually get a ton of turn early in your backswing. By the time we get to P2, that first position we were talking about, you want to have close to 30 to maybe 45, 50 degrees of turn in your torso. You're going to get a lot of motion there to start us off. Then you're going to continue it on and finish off the rest of the swing. But that's how we want to get started. The other thing we want to do as we start that backswing is we want to make sure we turn on an incline. We don't want to turn and have our body flatten out. We want to stay bent over to the ball as we turn. What's going to end up happening is you're going to feel like, and not feel like, you are going to be bending sideways to the left as you go to the top. That's what happens when you turn. Instead of bending forward, you actually start bending sideways as that turn happens. So if you can do those, you're going to get into a really good backswing position, and you're going to be set up for some really good things that go into the downswing. So those are the 3 keys I look for as we're going through and trying to make a backswing. I want to see somebody that can get the club taken away from the start without getting it too far offline. We're going to see somebody that can stand the club up so we can shallow it later, and then we're going to see somebody that can blend that body motion so we can have a nice, powerful, repeatable, and flexible golf swing that's going to let us do whatever we want to the golf ball as we work on different shots and working on and shooting lower scores as we go. So let me know if you have any questions about it. Leave us a comment down below. Appreciate all the support on the videos, and if you like it, leave it a thumbs up. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.